All right. Get that out to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Now, this is what I'm about to say. I'm not going to be on here long. I want people to understand. Hey, Felicia, the one, how you doing? We have people that think they're smarter and more brilliant than others. Okay. Now, this is not a shout out. This is not a, a diss at Myron. Myron thinks the way he thinks. He talks the way he talks, and that's okay. He he's some people are different from others. Now, I'm not going to never debate the Bible. It's about getting an understanding of what's being said. Hey, how you doing? Okay, it's about getting an understanding of the word. Some people don't believe, some do. Now, Myron, when you talk to me, you put my name, you put my initials in the title, no problem. And you put another lady's name up in the title, that's no problem. Hey, how you doing, Miss Terry? It's no problem with that. But the problem is that you had an interrupter that has a problem. I guess may have a problem with me. Okay, that's your last live, Myron. Now, I'm cool with everybody. I mean it. I'm cool with people that don't like me. But when I asked the question, I didn't get an answer. Now, you got to understand the English language is old. And what he said was right. It was old. It was 500 years old. But the thing is, do we really know is it that old? Because at the Tower of Bible, God destroyed the temple and confused the languages. We don't know which language was which. Okay, we don't speak Arabic. We don't speak Hindu. We don't speak Latin. We don't speak none of those languages. We got it translated to English because we wasn't raised on other language but English. Okay. Now, my problem is when you talking and addressing me, okay, you had Lady D in there, good woman, that's okay. Mimi, that's okay. But you had the interrupter. He said he cool with people that dox children. Now, who you talking about? I feel you was talking about me. I'm cool with everybody. And it's another thing you said. He cool with something. You said something else. But the problem is, before you really want to go there, I'm not gonna go there with you. I'm not going there with you because I don't do that. But you think about everything you've done on YouTube. You thinking about the friends you had or the friend you had. You think about that. When you say certain things on the slick, yeah, Brown cool with that, he cool with that. And what was the word you used? Niggas kill me with that. See, there we go again. Now I'm gonna tell you, when it comes down to that doxing, Blade Works, how you doing? How you doing, Myron Blam? When it, like I say, I ain't gonna be on here long. But when it comes down to that, to the doxing, matter of fact, we all dox on the slick. We do history. We talk about presidents. Now we learning history about these presidents, and we learning about their childhood. That has nothing to do with us. It ain't gonna help us no different, no way, form, or fashion. People dox all the time. Journalists do it. Everybody doxes on the slick. Okay. Now the doxing personal people and telling their business, no, that's not cool. But don't forget, we do study history. We study history, and we basically are learning. We people say stay out the past. The past, you got to learn from your past in order to know the future. Okay. Now I don't dislike you. I don't hate you. But my thing is, I care about you. I care about everybody. But We all are different. We have different way of thinking. We have different way of talking. We have different way of cooking. We got different way of figuring out a math problem. But before we think or talk about somebody, go back to the YouTube and see how many ladies talk bad about you. Now, did they talk bad about Eve Brown? No, they didn't. But you might not want to do that. But I hadn't did anything to you, brother. But if you feel that way, by all means, you do you. I'm gonna do me. But to say I'm cool with people that dox children, no. I take that back. I'm cool with people, but the things they do, that's what they choose to do. Now, if people are in gangs and dope and doing all that, and I know it. No, I'm not gonna hang with you. I ain't gonna do it to show you love. But when you don't know, it's different. But when you know, that's something else. Okay? That's right. We can't control others. But you can't. Yeah, you can't do that. Hey, 45. But y'all go back. Go to Myron's chat and check out who I was talking about. If you gonna say that about you saying it about me, what they call it, Nicola, they say if you do it already, subliminal. I understand that. I understand what it is because that just happened to me. But I I think different from everybody. Everybody think different. Everybody thinks different. Everybody do different things different. But when you try to come at me, no, everybody ain't to get on here and drag nobody, bottle nobody. No, ain't got time for that. But when you said that, I'm like, oh, okay, you addressing me. You didn't have to say a name. You said he. So I put it on my what was it? Community wall. Still didn't get no answer. So if that's the way it is, hey, that's the way it is. But I didn't do anything to you. The conversation Myron was addressing me. But he was on the spiritual side. I know he's addressing me. And now I can't have no debate with you, Myron, because I don't know where you come from. But we all should pray for one another. So, Myron, you feel like, oh man, no man. But somebody tell you got to do your research. But when you do your research, in what language are you doing the research in? Because everybody don't understand certain things. That's why it's being translated. Everybody don't understand Hebrew and Greek. Nobody understand Spanish. Nobody understand a lot of that. That's why it's translated. God, Jesus, Jesus said, go and teach all nations, baptizing them in the name of the Father, Son, and the Holy Ghost. Teach all nations. That means everybody gets a piece. Back in the day, it was the Jews or the children of Israel. The laws was for at that time. But Apostle Paul, he preached, and he preached to the Gentiles. Now, I would say this, back with the Levites, at that time, the priest can only go in that room, and that was God's presence. But now, the New Testament, we under grace. We're not under the law. And you got to understand something, too. When you pray for God, you right there in his presence. Don't need nobody to intercede. Don't need nobody to go pray for you. I mean, you can get people to pray for you, but it's even better when you do it. God want to hear from you. So, can't control that. He just needs someone to talk about it. Yeah, Myron cool. He already sugar love. What's going on? Hey, how you doing? But no, I'm just on here for a little bit, y'all. I was just letting that other person know too that I love everybody. I love him too. But even if he don't like me or don't speak to me, that's fine. I sleep good every day. Every day. Y'all take care. I'll talk to y'all later.